running off fossil fuels, also known as dinosaurs, does not seem normal or natural, or does it? Little has been done to stop or reduce harmful substances coming out of cars, even though gas is known to be harmful. Above all, we're running out. One option is to use a long-known technology which is being reopened and integrated into our society. Hydrogen fuel cells are a little process that will be a big part of our everyday lives within the next 10 years. A fuel cell is defined as a cell producing electricity through a chemical reaction. According to AmericanHistory.edu, fuel cells were first discovered by Sir William Robert Grove in 1839 when he mixed hydrogen and oxygen and got electricity. Fuel cells, the way they work is you take hydrogen gas, and it goes through, and then the hydrogen goes through here, it goes to an anode, and it separates into negatively charged electrons and positively charged hydrogen ions, and then the negative electrons go through and make electricity, and the positive hydrogen ions go through and mix with oxygen, and the only emission you get is H2O. Comparing our current use, which is gasoline primarily, to hydrogen, the differences are substantial. Gas, as we all know, is a fossil fuel and is going to run out eventually. Then there's hydrogen, which is the most abundant element in the world, and the emission from the fuel cell is only H2O. Another difference is distance covered on a tank of fuel. A high-end gasoline car that does not use any sort of battery can have upwards to 50 miles per gallon, and a battery-powered car can at best go a couple of hundred miles, but takes up to 12 hours to charge fully. Hydrogen fuel cells can go around 70 miles per gallon and do not need to be charged, just filled up with hydrogen. Another benefit is hydrogen will only be about $2 per gallon, but the price could go down as it is mass-produced and shipping becomes a greater market. In the future, we can expect this simple process to be greatly used in everyday life. Car manufacturing companies are already taking necessary steps towards integrating this into our lives. Hyundai is planning on expanding their hydrogen cars dramatically within the next 10 years. By 2015, they will produce 1,000 hydrogen fuel cell cars, but every year afterwards, they'll make 10,000 cars. Possibly in later years, the technology will be used in different sorts of transportation, such as trains, motorcycles, and even airplanes. There are some downsides to creating such a massive consumer need. Some of those are trying to transport such large amounts of liquid hydrogen and building all necessary fueling stations across America and the world. Even though it costs just about as much to make a gas station as it does to make a hydrogen station, trying to build thousands is going to be expensive, especially at $1 million per station. The last high expense is the car in whole, because the estimated price to build a car is $50,000. Having a fuel cell as a power source will save money though, because they never run out, unlike a battery-powered car. Over the next decade, we will see many car companies start manufacturing cleaner cars. This technology could potentially last forever. With this new fuel for transportation, the world can save its precious black gold. Hopefully you can take the information you have learned today to support hydrogen fuel cells in the future.